Do you wake up in the middle of the night with your leg muscles locked in excruciating pain? That sharp, stabbing sensation that makes you grab your calf and wonder if something is seriously wrong? If you're over 60 and dealing with these painful leg cramps, you're definitely not alone. Tonight, I'm going to share with you 3 incredibly simple foods that can dramatically reduce these nighttime interruptions and keep your legs strong and healthy as you age. But here's what might surprise you. It's not just about eating more bananas. In fact, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, bananas might not even be your best choice. The 3 foods I'm about to reveal are backed by solid research. They're available at any grocery store, and they work by addressing the root causes of muscle cramps that become so common after age 60. Before we dive into these game-changing foods, let me tell you something important. If you're currently taking diuretics for blood pressure, blood thinners like warfarin, or if you have kidney disease, please make sure to discuss any dietary changes with your healthcare provider first. These foods are generally safe and beneficial, but certain medical conditions require personalized adjustments. Now, let's talk about why leg cramps become such a problem as we get older. After age 60, several things happen in our bodies that make us more susceptible to muscle cramps. First, we naturally start losing muscle mass at a rate of about 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, and this loss accelerates after 60. Less muscle means less strength and more vulnerability to cramping. Second, our kidneys don't regulate electrolytes as efficiently as they used to. Electrolytes are minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium that help our muscles contract and relax properly. When these get out of balance, muscles can seize up painfully. Third, many people over 60 are on medications that can affect electrolyte balance. Diuretics, commonly prescribed for high blood pressure, can flush out important minerals along with excess fluid. Some blood pressure medications, antacids, and even certain antibiotics can interfere with how our bodies process these crucial nutrients. Fourth, we tend to drink less water as we age. Sometimes it's because we're trying to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, or we simply don't feel as thirsty. But even mild dehydration can trigger muscle cramps. And finally, our circulation tends to slow down, which means nutrients and oxygen don't reach our muscles as efficiently as they once did. Combined with less physical activity, which is common as people age, this creates the perfect storm for painful muscle cramps. But here's the good news. The right foods can address almost all of these issues naturally. The 3 foods I'm about to share with you are specifically chosen because they're rich in the exact electrolytes your muscles need. They're easy to digest and absorb, they support healthy circulation, and they're practical for daily use. Before I reveal these 3 powerhouse foods, I want you to think about this. When do your leg cramps typically strike? Is it in the middle of the night when you're sound asleep? During the afternoon when you're relaxing? Or maybe right after you've been walking or doing light exercise? Understanding the timing can help you use these foods more strategically. The reason I'm asking is because muscle cramps often happen when we're in a relaxed state, like during sleep, because that's when our muscles are trying to recover and repair themselves. If they don't have the right nutrients available, or if electrolytes are imbalanced, that's when cramping occurs. Let me also mention that while these 3 foods are incredibly effective for most people, everyone's body is different. Some people see results within just a few days, while others might need 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. The key is consistency and making sure you're using the right amounts. Now let's count down to the top 3 foods that can transform your leg health and give you peaceful, cramp-free nights. Coming in at number 3 is Greek yogurt or Kefir, and I'm putting this in the number 3 spot because it's one of the most versatile and accessible sources of calcium and high-quality protein that you can find. But this isn't just about any yogurt. I'm specifically recommending Greek yogurt or Kefir because they offer unique benefits that regular yogurt simply can't match. Greek yogurt contains nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt, typically providing about 15 to 20 grams per serving. This protein is crucial because our muscles need adequate protein to maintain their strength and function properly. When we don't get enough protein, our muscles become more susceptible to cramping and weakness. But the real magic happens with the calcium content. 1 cup of Greek yogurt provides about 200 to 250 milligrams of calcium, which is roughly 20 to 25% of your daily needs. Calcium isn't just important for bone health, it's absolutely critical for proper muscle function. When your muscles contract, calcium ions are released, and when they relax, calcium is reabsorbed. If you don't have adequate calcium levels, this process can go haywire, leading to painful cramps. Now, Kefir is even more interesting. It's a fermented milk drink that's packed with probiotics, beneficial bacteria that can improve your digestive health. Why does this matter for leg cramps? Because better digestion means better absorption of all the nutrients we're going to talk about. If your digestive system isn't working optimally, you could be eating all the right foods, but still not getting the minerals your muscles need. Kefir typically contains even more protein than Greek yogurt, often 14 to 16 grams per cup, and it's naturally lower in lactose, making it easier to digest for people who have mild lactose sensitivity. Here's how to use Greek yogurt or Kefir effectively for preventing leg cramps. Aim for about 1 cup per day, which is roughly 170 to 200 grams. You can have this in the morning as part of your breakfast or about an hour before bedtime. Having it before bed can be particularly effective because your muscles do most of their repair work while you sleep, and having calcium available during this time can prevent nighttime cramping. For morning consumption, try mixing your Greek yogurt with a handful of berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The berries provide additional potassium and antioxidants, while cinnamon can help regulate blood sugar levels. This combination not only tastes great, but provides multiple nutrients that support muscle health. If you prefer having it before bed, plain Greek yogurt with just a touch of honey can be soothing and provide the calcium your muscles need overnight. The small amount of natural sugar can actually help your body absorb the calcium more effectively. For those who choose Kefir, you can drink it plain, blend it into a smoothie with fruits, or use it as a base for overnight oats. Kefir has a slightly tangy taste that many people find refreshing, and it's thin enough to drink easily. Now, there are some important considerations to keep in mind. If you're lactose intolerant, look for lactose-free Greek yogurt or stick with Kefir, which is naturally lower in lactose due to the fermentation process. You can also find plant-based yogurt alternatives made from almonds, coconut, or soy, though you'll want to check that they're fortified with calcium to get the same benefits. Always choose plain varieties without added sugars. Many commercial yogurts are loaded with sugar, which can cause blood sugar spikes and actually interfere with mineral absorption. If you need sweetness, add fresh fruit, a small amount of honey, or a sprinkle of stevia. Also, be mindful of sodium content. Some Greek yogurts can be surprisingly high in sodium, which can counteract the benefits we're looking for. Check the nutrition label and aim for products with less than 100 milligrams of sodium per serving. Here's a pro tip. You can make your Greek yogurt even more effective by combining it with our number 2 food, which I'll reveal in just a moment. This combination creates what I like to call an anti-cramp power combo that addresses multiple nutritional needs simultaneously. One more thing about Greek yogurt and Kefir, they're also excellent sources of phosphorus, another mineral that works closely with calcium for proper muscle function. This is why these dairy products are so much more effective than just taking a calcium supplement alone. You're getting a complete package of nutrients that work synergistically. If you're trying to lose weight, Greek yogurt is particularly beneficial because a high protein content helps you feel satisfied longer, reducing the urge to snack on less healthy options. The protein also helps preserve muscle mass during weight loss, which is crucial for people over 60. For those who enjoy cooking, Greek yogurt can be used as a healthier substitute for sour cream, mayonnaise, or heavy cream in many recipes. This means you can incorporate more calcium into your diet without feeling like you're following a restrictive eating plan. Moving on to our number 2 food. And this one might surprise you because it's not something most people think about when it comes to preventing muscle cramps. We're talking about pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, or really any mix of raw or lightly toasted seeds, including sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. I'm ranking pumpkin seeds as number 2 because they are one of the most concentrated sources of magnesium you can find, and magnesium is absolutely crucial for preventing muscle cramps. Many people over 60 are deficient in magnesium without even knowing it, and this deficiency is a major contributor to nighttime leg cramps. Here's something that will blow your mind. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, which is about a quarter cup or roughly 2 tablespoons, provides about 150 milligrams of magnesium. That's nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs in just that small serving. To put this in perspective, you'd have to eat about 10 bananas to get the same amount of magnesium. But magnesium does so much more than just prevent cramps. This mineral is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body. It helps regulate blood pressure, supports immune function, keeps your heart rhythm steady, and plays a crucial role in protein synthesis, which is how your muscles repair and rebuild themselves. When it comes to muscle function specifically, magnesium works as nature's muscle relaxant. While calcium helps muscles contract, magnesium helps them relax. If you don't have enough magnesium, your muscles can get stuck in a contracted state, which is exactly what happens during a cramp. Pumpkin seeds also provide other important nutrients for muscle health. They're rich in zinc, which is important for protein metabolism and muscle repair. They contain iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles. And they provide healthy fats that can help reduce inflammation throughout your body. But here's what makes pumpkin seeds particularly special for people over 60. They're incredibly easy to incorporate into your daily routine, and they have a long shelf life, so you can buy them in bulk and always have them on hand. Here's how to use pumpkin seeds effectively. Start with just 1 tablespoon per day for the first week, then increase to 2 tablespoons daily. Why start slowly? Because suddenly increasing your fiber intake can cause digestive discomfort, and we want to avoid that. Your body needs time to adjust to processing more fiber. You can eat pumpkin seeds raw, but many people prefer them lightly toasted. To toast them at home, simply spread raw pumpkin seeds on a baking sheet, drizzle with a tiny amount of olive oil, and bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. This brings out their natural nutty flavor and makes them more satisfying to eat. Here are some practical ways to include pumpkin seeds in your daily routine. Sprinkle them on top of salads for extra crunch. Mix them into your morning oatmeal or cereal. Add them to homemade trail mix with nuts and a small amount of dried fruit, or simply eat them as a mid-afternoon snack. One of my favorite combinations is mixing pumpkin seeds with the Greek yogurt we just talked about. This gives you calcium for muscle contraction, magnesium for muscle relaxation, protein for muscle maintenance, and probiotics for better nutrient absorption. It's like creating your own anti-cramp supplement, but using whole foods instead of pills. You can also blend pumpkin seeds into smoothies. If you have a high-powered blender, the seeds will blend completely smooth, adding nutrition without changing the texture significantly. This is perfect for people who don't like the crunch of whole seeds, but still want the nutritional benefits. For those who enjoy cooking, you can incorporate ground pumpkin seeds into meatloaf, meatballs, or veggie burgers as a nutritious binder. You can also use them to coat chicken or fish instead of breadcrumbs for a healthier, more nutrient-dense option. Now, let's talk about some important considerations. First, while pumpkin seeds are incredibly healthy, they are also calorie-dense. That 2 tablespoon serving contains about 180 to 200 calories. So if you're watching your weight, you'll want to account for this in your daily calorie intake. Second, always choose raw or lightly salted pumpkin seeds. Many commercial roasted seeds are loaded with sodium, which can actually contribute to the electrolyte imbalances we're trying to correct. Too much sodium can cause your body to retain water and displace other important minerals. Third, if you're taking blood thinners, be aware that pumpkin seeds are rich in vitamin K, which can affect blood clotting. This doesn't mean you can't eat them, but you should maintain consistent intake and inform your doctor about your dietary habits so they can monitor your medication levels appropriately. Here's something interesting about magnesium that many people don't know. It's one of the minerals that's most easily depleted by stress, alcohol consumption, and certain medications. If you're dealing with chronic stress, having more than 1 or 2 alcoholic drinks per week, or taking medications like diuretics or proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, you likely need even more magnesium than the average person. The beauty of pumpkin seeds is that they provide magnesium in a form that's easy for your body to absorb and use. Unlike some magnesium supplements that can cause digestive upset, the magnesium in pumpkin seeds is naturally paired with other nutrients that enhance absorption. If pumpkin seeds aren't readily available in your area, sunflower seeds are an excellent alternative. They provide about 30% of your daily magnesium needs per ounce, plus they're rich in vitamin E, which is important for muscle recovery and reducing inflammation. Sesame seeds, including tahini, which is sesame seed butter, are another great option. They're particularly rich in calcium as well as magnesium, making them an excellent choice for overall muscle health. Hemp seeds are becoming more widely available and are another fantastic source of magnesium. Plus, they provide complete protein and healthy omega-3 fatty acids that can help reduce inflammation throughout your body. The key with any of these seeds is consistency. You need to eat them regularly to maintain adequate magnesium levels in your body. Magnesium isn't stored long-term like some other nutrients, so your body relies on regular dietary intake to maintain optimal levels. Here's a simple test you can do to see if you might be magnesium deficient. Gently press on the muscle in your calf or thigh. If it feels overly tense or if light pressure causes discomfort, you might benefit from increasing your magnesium intake. Also, if you notice that you're craving chocolate frequently, that could be your body's way of asking for more magnesium, since dark chocolate is actually a decent source of this mineral. Now let's move on to our number 1 food for preventing leg cramps after 60. And this choice might surprise some of you, because it's become somewhat controversial due to its fat content. But I'm here to tell you that this food is absolutely crucial for leg health, especially as we age. Our number 1 food is avocado, and I'm ranking it as the top choice because it provides the highest amount of potassium of any commonly available food. Plus, it delivers healthy monounsaturated fats that are essential for nutrient absorption and overall muscle health. Here's a fact that will amaze you. 1 medium avocado contains about 975 milligrams of potassium. To put that in perspective, a medium banana, which everyone thinks of as the go-to potassium food, contains only about 420 milligrams. You'd have to eat more than 2 bananas to get the same amount of potassium as 1 avocado. And here's why this matters so much for people over 60. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, those 2 bananas would provide about 50 grams of sugar and significantly impact your blood glucose levels. The avocado provides the same potassium with virtually no sugar and actually helps stabilize blood sugar levels. Potassium is crucial for preventing muscle cramps because it works closely with sodium to maintain proper fluid balance in and around your muscle cells. When potassium levels are low, muscles can't relax properly after contracting, which leads to cramping. This is especially important at night because while you sleep, your body is working to repair and restore muscle tissue, and this process requires adequate potassium. But avocados offer so much more than just potassium. The monounsaturated fats in avocados, particularly oleic acid, help reduce inflammation throughout your body. Chronic inflammation can interfere with muscle function and recovery, making cramps more likely. These healthy fats also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which is important for calcium absorption and overall muscle function. Avocados are also rich in magnesium, providing about 60 milligrams per fruit, which complements the magnesium you're getting from pumpkin seeds. They contain folate, which is important for red blood cell formation and oxygen transport to muscles. And they provide vitamin K, which plays a role in protein metabolism and muscle health. Here's something particularly important for people over 60. Avocados can help you feel satisfied and full, which can prevent overeating and support healthy weight management. Carrying excess weight puts additional strain on your leg muscles and can contribute to cramping, especially in your calves and feet. The healthy fats in avocados also support cardiovascular health by helping to lower bad cholesterol levels and raise good cholesterol levels. Better cardiovascular health means better circulation, which ensures that your leg muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. Now, let's talk about how to incorporate avocado into your daily routine for maximum benefit. I recommend eating about half a medium avocado per day, which provides approximately 480 milligrams of potassium, plus all the other beneficial nutrients we've discussed. The timing of when you eat your avocado can make a difference. Having it with lunch or as an afternoon snack can help provide sustained energy and prevent the late-day fatigue that sometimes contributes to evening muscle cramps. The healthy fats provide slow-burning energy that can keep your muscles well-fueled throughout the day. Here are some practical and delicious ways to include avocado in your daily diet. Mash half an avocado with a squeeze of lime juice and a pinch of salt to create a simple guacamole that you can eat with vegetable sticks or spread on whole grain toast. The lime juice not only adds flavor, but also provides vitamin C, which helps your body absorb iron and supports collagen production for healthy muscles and connective tissue. You can slice avocado and add it to salads, sandwiches, or omelets. The creamy texture makes it a perfect substitute for mayonnaise or other high-sodium condiments. Try adding diced avocado to chicken or tuna salad for extra nutrition and satisfying healthy fats. Avocado makes an excellent base for smoothies, providing creaminess without dairy. Blend half an avocado with spinach, a small apple, lemon juice, and water for a nutrient-dense green smoothie that's rich in potassium, magnesium, and other muscle-supporting nutrients. For a simple and satisfying snack, try slicing avocado and sprinkling it with everything bagel seasoning or a mixture of sea salt and black pepper. This gives you all the nutrition benefits with minimal preparation time. Here's one of my favorite combinations that incorporates all three of our top foods. Create an anti-cramp power bowl by starting with Greek yogurt as your base, adding sliced avocado and a sprinkle of toasted pumpkin seeds, then finishing with a drizzle of honey and a dash of cinnamon. This combination provides calcium, magnesium, potassium, high-quality protein, healthy fats, and probiotics all in one delicious serving. Now, let's address some common concerns about avocados. First, yes, they are relatively high in calories, with about 320 calories per whole fruit. However, these are nutrient-dense calories that provide satiety and important health benefits. If you're watching your weight, stick to half an avocado per day and account for these calories in your daily intake. Second, some people worry about the fat content, But it's important to understand that the monounsaturated fats in avocados are the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil and nuts. These fats can actually help your body use insulin more effectively, which is particularly important for people over 60 who may be dealing with insulin resistance. Third, if you have kidney disease, you should consult with your doctor before significantly increasing your potassium intake. While potassium is generally beneficial, people with compromised kidney function may need to limit their intake. Here's a pro tip for selecting and storing avocados. Choose fruits that yield slightly to gentle pressure but aren't mushy. If they're too firm, let them ripen at room temperature for a few days. Once ripe, you can store them in the refrigerator for up to a week. To prevent browning, once you've cut into an avocado, brush the exposed flesh with lemon or lime juice and store it in the refrigerator in an airtight container. If you find that whole avocados go bad before you can use them, consider buying frozen avocado chunks. They're perfect for smoothies and retain most of their nutritional value. You can also mash ripe avocados and freeze them in ice cube trays for easy portion control. Let me share something interesting about how these three foods work together synergistically. The calcium in Greek yogurt or kefir helps your muscles contract properly. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds helps them relax. The potassium in avocados helps maintain the proper fluid balance that allows both contraction and relaxation to happen smoothly. Together, they create a nutritional foundation that addresses the most common causes of muscle cramps in people over 60. But there's more to the story. The probiotics in kefir or Greek yogurt help improve your digestive health, which means you'll absorb more of the magnesium from the pumpkin seeds and the potassium from the avocado. The healthy fats in avocado help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins and reduce inflammation that can interfere with muscle function. It's like these foods were designed to work together. Now that you know about these three powerhouse foods, let's talk about how to create a simple daily routine that incorporates all of them. I call this the Strong Legs Daily Protocol, and it's designed to be so easy that you can stick with it long term. For breakfast, start your day with Greek yogurt or kefir mixed with fresh berries and a tablespoon of toasted pumpkin seeds. This gives you protein to start your day, calcium and magnesium for muscle function, and antioxidants from the berries to fight inflammation. For lunch, include half an avocado in whatever you're eating. Add it to a salad, mash it on whole grain toast, or blend it into a smoothie. The key is to make it a consistent part of your midday meal. For an afternoon snack, have the remaining tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, either on their own or mixed with a small handful of nuts. This provides sustained energy and helps prevent late-day energy crashes that can contribute to evening muscle tension. If you prefer having your Greek yogurt or kefir in the evening, try it about an hour before bedtime with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a small drizzle of honey. The calcium can help promote relaxation and better sleep quality. Let's also talk about hydration because it's crucial for preventing muscle cramps. Aim to drink water consistently throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. A good rule of thumb is to drink about half your body weight in ounces of water daily. So if you weigh 160 pounds, aim for about 80 ounces of water throughout the day. However, don't drink large amounts of water right before bed, as this can disrupt your sleep with bathroom trips. Instead, focus on staying well hydrated during the day and tapering off fluid intake about 2 hours before bedtime. Here's something many people don't realize. Certain beverages can actually contribute to muscle cramps. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it causes you to lose fluids and electrolytes. If you enjoy alcoholic beverages, limit them to no more than 1 or 2 per week, and always follow alcohol with extra water. Caffeinated beverages can also have a mild diuretic effect, though moderate consumption is generally fine for most people. However, if you're prone to muscle cramps, try limiting caffeine after 2 p.m. as it can interfere with sleep quality, and poor sleep can contribute to muscle tension and cramping. Let me share some gentle exercises that can complement your nutritional approach to preventing leg cramps. Before bedtime, try these simple calf stretches. Sit on the edge of your bed and extend one leg straight out in front of you. Gently flex your foot, pulling your toes back toward your shin. Hold for 30 seconds, then repeat with the other leg. This helps stretch the calf muscles and can prevent nighttime cramping. Another effective stretch is the standing calf stretch. Stand arm's length from a wall and place your hands against it. Step your right foot back about 3 feet and press your heel firmly into the ground. Lean forward slightly, keeping your back leg straight. You should feel a gentle stretch in your calf muscle. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. You can also try ankle circles while sitting or lying down. Simply rotate your ankles clockwise 10 times, then counterclockwise 10 times. This helps improve circulation in your lower legs and can prevent the stagnation that sometimes contributes to cramping. Walking is one of the best exercises for preventing leg cramps because it promotes circulation and helps maintain muscle strength. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle walking after meals can make a significant difference in your leg health. Now, let's address some common mistakes people make when trying to prevent muscle cramps. First, don't rely solely on bananas for potassium. While bananas are healthy, they're not the most efficient source of potassium, especially for people who need to watch their sugar intake. Second, avoid eating salted nuts and seeds. Many commercially roasted nuts and seeds are loaded with sodium, which can actually worsen electrolyte imbalances. Always choose raw or lightly salted varieties. Third, don't expect overnight results. While some people notice improvement within a few days, it typically takes 1 to 3 weeks of consistent use of these foods to see significant reduction in muscle cramps. Your body needs time to replenish depleted nutrient stores and rebalance electrolytes. Fourth, don't ignore the importance of consistent timing. Try to eat these foods at roughly the same times each day. This helps your body maintain steady nutrient levels rather than experiencing peaks and valleys that can trigger cramping. Here's something important about supplements versus food sources. While you might be tempted to just take magnesium, potassium, and calcium supplements, whole foods are generally more effective. Foods provide these nutrients in forms that are easier for your body to absorb. Plus, they come with cofactors and other nutrients that enhance absorption and utilization. For example, the magnesium in pumpkin seeds comes along with zinc, iron, and healthy fats that help your body use the magnesium more effectively. The potassium in avocados is paired with healthy monounsaturated fats and fiber that support overall health. The calcium in Greek yogurt comes with protein and phosphorus that work together for optimal muscle function. If you do choose to use supplements in addition to these foods, be aware that some forms are better absorbed than others. Magnesium glycinate tends to be gentler on the digestive system than magnesium oxide. Calcium citrate is generally better absorbed than calcium carbonate, especially for people over 60 who may have lower stomach acid levels. However, always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any supplements, especially if you're taking medications or have health conditions like kidney disease, heart problems, or digestive issues. Let's talk about signs that this nutritional approach is working for you. Within the first week, you might notice that you're sleeping more soundly, even if you haven't yet seen a reduction in cramps. This is because adequate magnesium and calcium can promote more restful sleep. By the second week, many people notice fewer nighttime awakenings due to muscle cramps. You might also find that your legs feel less tight or tense during the day. By the third week, you should see a significant reduction in the frequency and intensity of muscle cramps. You might also notice that you have more energy for walking or climbing stairs. as your muscles are better nourished and more efficient. Some people also report improvements in other areas, such as better digestion from the probiotics in yogurt or kefir, more stable energy levels from the healthy fats in avocados, or better mood and stress management from adequate magnesium intake. If you're not seeing improvements after 3 weeks of consistent use, consider whether you might need to address other factors. Are you staying adequately hydrated? Are you getting enough quality sleep? Are you taking medications that might be interfering with nutrient absorption? Sometimes a conversation with your healthcare provider can help identify other contributing factors. Let me share a 7-day sample plan that incorporates all 3 foods in delicious and practical ways. This isn't meant to be a rigid diet plan, but rather a flexible framework that you can adapt to your preferences and lifestyle. Day 1. Start with Greek yogurt mixed with blueberries and pumpkin seeds for breakfast. For lunch, enjoy a salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and half an avocado, dressed with olive oil and lemon juice. Have a small handful of pumpkin seeds as an afternoon snack. Day 2. Try kefir blended with a small banana and a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds for breakfast. For lunch, make avocado toast using whole grain bread, mashed avocado, and a sprinkle of sea salt and pepper. Evening snack can be plain Greek yogurt with a dash of cinnamon. Day 3. Have Greek yogurt with strawberries and pumpkin seeds for breakfast. Make a chicken salad for lunch using diced chicken, half an avocado instead of mayonnaise, and serve it on a bed of lettuce. Afternoon snack is pumpkin seeds mixed with a few unsalted almonds. Day 4. Start with kefir mixed with a small amount of honey and pumpkin seeds. For lunch, create a wrap using a whole grain tortilla, turkey, lettuce, tomato, and sliced avocado. Have Greek yogurt with berries as an evening snack. Day 5. Try Greek yogurt with chopped apple and pumpkin seeds for breakfast. Make a quinoa bowl for lunch with cooked quinoa, black beans, corn, diced tomatoes, and half an avocado. Snack on pumpkin seeds mixed with sunflower seeds in the afternoon. Day 6. Have kefir blended with spinach, a small apple, and ground pumpkin seeds for a green smoothie breakfast. For lunch, enjoy a tuna salad made with canned tuna, diced avocado instead of mayonnaise, and serve with whole grain crackers. Evening snack is plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts. Day 7. Start with Greek yogurt mixed with chopped peaches and pumpkin seeds. For lunch, make guacamole with mashed avocado, lime juice, and diced tomatoes, and eat it with raw vegetables. Have kefir with a touch of vanilla extract as an evening treat. Throughout all 7 days, remember to drink water consistently and include gentle physical activity like walking or stretching. This plan provides variety while ensuring you get all 3 key foods daily. You can adjust portions based on your individual needs and preferences. The key is consistency rather than perfection. Let's address some special considerations for different health conditions. If you have diabetes, focus more heavily on Greek yogurt and pumpkin seeds, and use only half an avocado every other day rather than daily. Monitor your blood sugar response and adjust as needed. The protein and healthy fats should actually help stabilize blood sugar levels. If you have high blood pressure, these foods can actually be beneficial, as potassium helps counteract the effects of sodium and magnesium supports healthy blood pressure levels. However, if you're on blood pressure medications, work with your doctor to monitor your levels as your diet improves. If you have digestive issues, start with smaller portions and increase gradually. Begin with half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, and a quarter avocado. Then increase as tolerated. For people with arthritis, these foods can provide additional benefits beyond cramp prevention. The anti-inflammatory compounds in avocados and the omega-3 fatty acids in pumpkin seeds can help reduce joint inflammation and pain. If you're dealing with osteoporosis, the calcium in Greek yogurt or kefir is particularly important, and the magnesium in pumpkin seeds helps your body use calcium more effectively for bone health. Now, let me share some budget-friendly tips for incorporating these foods without breaking the bank. Greek yogurt can be expensive, but you can make your own using a yogurt maker or even just a thermos and some patience. Buy plain Greek yogurt in large containers rather than individual servings to save money. For pumpkin seeds, buy them in bulk from health food stores or online retailers. Store them in airtight containers in the refrigerator or freezer to maintain freshness. You can often find good deals on pumpkin seeds in the fall when pumpkins are in season. Avocados can be pricey, but buy them in various stages of ripeness so you always have some ready to eat. Watch for sales and stock up when prices are lower. Frozen avocado chunks can be more economical and work well in smoothies. Consider buying these foods at wholesale clubs if you have access to them. The larger quantities can provide significant savings, especially for items like Greek yogurt and nuts or seeds that have longer shelf lives. You can also grow your own sprouts from various seeds, including sunflower and pumpkin seeds. This provides fresh, nutrient-dense food at a very low cost and can be done year-round indoors. Let's talk about meal prep strategies that can make this eating plan more convenient and sustainable. On Sundays, portion out pumpkin seeds into small containers or bags for the week. This makes it easy to grab a healthy snack or add seeds to meals throughout the week. Prepare avocados by mashing them with lime juice and storing in ice cube trays. Once frozen, transfer the cubes to freezer bags. This prevents waste and provides pre-portioned avocado for smoothies or quick guacamole. Make large batches of Greek yogurt parfaits in mason jars, layering yogurt with berries and seeds. These keep well in the refrigerator for up to 4 days and provide grab-and-go breakfast or snack options. You can also prepare what I call Cramp Buster energy balls by combining ground pumpkin seeds, a small amount of mashed avocado, Greek yogurt, and a touch of honey. Roll into small balls and refrigerate. These provide all 3 key nutrients in one convenient, portable snack. Batch cook hard-boiled eggs on Sunday and pair them with pre-sliced avocado throughout the week for quick, protein-rich meals that support muscle health. Now, let's address some frequently asked questions about this approach to preventing leg cramps. One common question is whether these foods can interact with medications. Generally, these are whole foods that are safe for most people, but there are some considerations. If you're taking blood thinners, the vitamin K in avocados and leafy greens should be consumed consistently, so your medication can be properly calibrated. Don't suddenly increase or decrease your intake without informing your healthcare provider. If you're taking medications for high blood pressure, the potassium in avocados can actually enhance the effectiveness of some medications, but it's important to have your levels monitored to ensure they don't go too low. Magnesium can potentially interact with certain antibiotics and medications for osteoporosis, so if you're taking these, space your pumpkin seed consumption a few hours away from your medication doses. Another common question is whether you can get too much of these nutrients. While it's theoretically possible to overconsume any nutrient, it's very difficult to reach dangerous levels through food sources alone. The upper safe limit for magnesium from food sources is quite high, and your kidneys efficiently regulate potassium levels unless you have kidney disease. However, moderation is always key. Stick to the recommended portions. About 1 cup of Greek yogurt or kefir, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, and half an avocado daily. This provides therapeutic amounts without risking overconsumption. People often ask if they can substitute other foods for these 3. While these are the most efficient and practical choices, there are alternatives. For calcium, you could use canned sardines with bones, sesame seeds, or calcium-fortified plant milks. For magnesium, dark leafy greens, almonds, or dark chocolate can be helpful. For potassium, sweet potatoes, white beans, or coconut water are good options. However, these 3 foods I recommended are chosen specifically because they're practical, affordable, widely available, and easy to incorporate into daily routines. They also provide multiple nutrients that work synergistically, making them more effective than single nutrient alternatives. Let me share some success stories from people who have implemented this approach. Margaret, a 67-year-old retiree, was waking up 3 to 4 times per week with painful calf cramps. After 2 weeks of consistently eating Greek yogurt with pumpkin seeds for breakfast and adding avocado to her lunch salad, she reported sleeping through the night without cramps. She also mentioned feeling more energetic during her morning walks. Robert, a 72-year-old who was skeptical about food as medicine, decided to try this approach after his doctor suggested it might help with his frequent leg cramps. He started with just the pumpkin seeds, adding them to his morning cereal. Within 10 days, he noticed a significant reduction in cramping and decided to add the other foods as well. After a month, his cramps were rare, and he felt stronger and more stable when walking. Linda, a 65-year-old with diabetes, was concerned about the carbohydrates and some anti-cramp recommendations she'd heard. She worked with her doctor to incorporate these 3 foods while monitoring her blood sugar. She found that the combination actually helped stabilize her glucose levels, and her nighttime leg cramps virtually disappeared within 3 weeks. These stories illustrate an important point. Consistency is key, but you don't have to be perfect. Even starting with one food and gradually adding others can provide benefits. Let's also discuss what to do if you experience a leg cramp despite following this nutritional approach. First, don't panic. Gently stretch the affected muscle by flexing your foot and pulling your toes toward your shin. If it's a calf cramp, you can also try standing and putting weight on the affected leg while gently stretching. Apply gentle heat to the muscle after the initial cramping subsides. A warm compress or heating pad can help relax the muscle and improve blood flow. Follow up with gentle massage, stroking from the ankle toward the knee to encourage circulation. Stay hydrated and consider having a small snack that includes one of your 3 key foods. Sometimes a cramp can occur even with good nutrition if you're slightly dehydrated or if you've been more active than usual. If cramps persist despite consistent use of these foods and good hydration, it's worth consulting with your healthcare provider. Occasionally, leg cramps can be a sign of underlying circulation issues, medication side effects, or other health conditions that need attention. Now, let's talk about how to adapt this approach for different seasons and circumstances. In winter, when fresh avocados might be more expensive, you can use frozen avocado in smoothies or look for sales and buy several to ripen at different times. Greek yogurt can be warmed slightly and used in place of sour cream in soups and stews. During summer, these foods are perfect for refreshing meals. Avocado and Greek yogurt make excellent bases for cold soups like gazpacho. Pumpkin seeds can be added to summer salads for extra crunch and nutrition. When traveling, pack individual containers of pumpkin seeds for healthy snacking. Many hotels have mini refrigerators where you can store Greek yogurt and pre-cut avocado. If you're staying somewhere without refrigeration, shelf-stable options like individual Greek yogurt cups and single-serving guacamole packets can work in a pinch. For special occasions and holidays, you can incorporate these foods into traditional dishes. Add pumpkin seeds to stuffing or use them as a garnish for soups. Greek yogurt can replace sour cream in many recipes. Avocado can be used to make healthier versions of creamy salads and dressings. Let me address the elephant in the room. What if you simply don't like one or more of these foods? Taste preferences are individual, and I understand that not everyone enjoys every food. Here's how to work around this. If you don't like Greek yogurt, try different brands, as they can vary significantly in taste and texture. Some are more tart, others more mild. You can also try Kefir, which has a different flavor profile, or look for plant-based yogurts that are fortified with calcium. If Greek yogurt or Kefir just isn't for you, focus more heavily on the other two foods and consider adding other calcium-rich options like canned salmon with bones, sesame seeds, or calcium-fortified plant milks. If you don't enjoy pumpkin seeds, try other seeds like sunflower or hemp seeds. You can also get magnesium from almonds, spinach, or even a small square of dark chocolate daily. If avocado isn't appealing, you can get potassium from other sources like white beans, sweet potatoes, or coconut water. However, you'll need to be more mindful of portion sizes and sugar content with some alternatives. The key is not to give up on the entire approach if one food doesn't work for you. Adapt it to your preferences while maintaining the focus on getting these three key minerals: calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Let's discuss how to maintain this approach long-term without getting bored. Variety is crucial for sustainability. With Greek yogurt, experiment with different mix-ins like various fruits, nuts, seeds, and spices. Try different textures by using it in smoothies, as a base for overnight oats, or even in savory applications like tzatziki sauce. For pumpkin seeds, rotate between different preparation methods. Toast them with different spices like curry powder, garlic powder, or smoked paprika. Mix them with other seeds and nuts to create your own custom trail mix. With avocados, explore different cuisines. Make Mexican-inspired guacamole. Use them in Asian-style salads, or incorporate them into Mediterranean dishes. The mild flavor of avocado adapts well to many different flavor profiles. Consider seasonal rotations, where you emphasize different preparations based on the time of year. In fall, focus on warm applications, like adding pumpkin seeds to roasted vegetables or warm Greek yogurt-based sauces. In summer, emphasize cold preparations like avocado-based gazpacho or frozen Greek yogurt treats. Here's something important about mindset. View this as a lifestyle enhancement rather than a restrictive diet. These foods provide so many benefits beyond cramp prevention: better energy, improved digestion, enhanced heart health, stronger bones, and better weight management. When you focus on all these positive effects rather than just preventing cramps, it's easier to maintain long-term consistency. Let's also talk about how family members can support your efforts or even join you in this approach. Many of these foods are appealing to people of all ages. Children often enjoy pumpkin seeds as a crunchy snack, and most people find avocado appealing once they try it in different preparations. Greek yogurt can be a healthy dessert alternative for the whole family when mixed with fruit and a small amount of honey. You can involve grandchildren in preparing trail mixes or making smoothies that include these nutrient-dense ingredients. Having family support makes it much easier to maintain healthy habits. When everyone in the household is eating more of these beneficial foods, meal planning and preparation become simpler, and you're less likely to feel deprived or different. Now let's address some myths and misconceptions about leg cramps and nutrition. One common myth is that leg cramps are just a normal part of aging that can't be prevented. While it's true that cramps become more common with age due to the physiological changes we discussed earlier, they're not inevitable. Good nutrition, adequate hydration, and appropriate physical activity can significantly reduce their frequency and intensity. Another myth is that all cramps are caused by the same thing. In reality, cramps can have various causes including dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, medication side effects, circulation issues, or underlying health conditions. This nutritional approach addresses the most common causes, but it's not a cure-all for every possible situation. Some people believe that if a little is good, more must be better. This isn't necessarily true with nutrients. Taking massive doses of magnesium supplements, for example, can cause digestive upset and may interfere with the absorption of other minerals. The moderate amounts provided by these whole foods are typically more effective and better tolerated than megadoses of isolated nutrients. There's also a misconception that you need expensive superfoods or exotic supplements to prevent health problems. The 3 foods we've discussed are available in virtually every grocery store, are relatively affordable, and have been consumed safely by humans for thousands of years. Sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest. Let me share some advanced strategies for people who want to optimize their results. Consider keeping a simple cramp diary for a few weeks, noting when cramps occur, what you ate that day, your hydration levels, activity levels, and sleep quality. This can help you identify patterns and fine-tune your approach. Pay attention to your body's signals. Some people need slightly more magnesium during times of stress, while others might need extra potassium during hot weather when they're sweating more. Learning to adjust your intake based on circumstances can help you maintain optimal muscle function year-round. Consider the timing of your nutrient intake. Some people find that having magnesium-rich foods in the evening helps prevent nighttime cramps, while others do better with consistent intake throughout the day. Experiment to find what works best for you. Monitor your response to physical activity. If you're increasing your exercise levels, you might need slightly more of these nutrients to support increased muscle activity and recovery. This doesn't mean drastically increasing portions, but perhaps being more consistent or adding an extra serving of one food on particularly active days. Here's an important point about patience and realistic expectations. While some people see rapid improvement, others may take several weeks to notice significant changes. This is normal and depends on factors like how depleted your nutrient stores were initially, your overall health status, medications you might be taking, and individual variations in metabolism and absorption. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Your body may need time to replenish depleted mineral stores and rebalance electrolytes. Continue with consistent use of these foods while also paying attention to other factors like hydration, sleep quality, and stress management. Let's discuss how to troubleshoot if you're not seeing the results you expect. First, make sure you're actually getting adequate amounts of these foods consistently. It's easy to underestimate portions or forget days when you're busy. Consider using a simple checklist or food diary to track your intake for a week. Second, consider whether other factors might be interfering. Are you taking medications that affect mineral absorption? Are you drinking excessive amounts of alcohol or caffeine? Are you under unusual stress? Are you getting adequate sleep? Sometimes addressing these other factors is necessary for the nutritional approach to work optimally. Third, make sure you're staying adequately hydrated. Even with perfect nutrition, dehydration can still trigger muscle cramps. Monitor your urine color. It should be pale yellow throughout the day, indicating good hydration status. Fourth, consider whether you might need professional guidance. If you have multiple health conditions, take several medications, or have a history of digestive problems, working with a registered dietitian or your healthcare provider can help you optimize your approach. Let me share some creative recipes that incorporate all 3 foods in delicious combinations. Try an anti-cramp smoothie bowl made by blending frozen berries, Greek yogurt, and half an avocado until thick and creamy. Top with toasted pumpkin seeds, fresh fruit, and a drizzle of honey. This provides all 3 key nutrients in a satisfying, dessert-like presentation. Create muscle support muffins using Greek yogurt in the batter, ground pumpkin seeds for extra nutrition, and mashed avocado to replace some of the oil. These can be made ahead and provide a convenient way to get your nutrients on busy mornings. Make a strong leg salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, avocado, and a dressing made from Greek yogurt, lemon juice, and herbs. Top with toasted pumpkin seeds for crunch. This makes a perfect lunch that covers all your nutritional bases. Try Bedtime Bliss Pudding, made by mixing Greek yogurt with a small amount of honey, vanilla extract, and ground pumpkin seeds. Top with diced avocado and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The combination of calcium and magnesium can promote relaxation and better sleep. These recipes show how you can think creatively about incorporating these foods without feeling like you're following a rigid medical diet. Food should be enjoyable, and there are countless ways to prepare these ingredients to suit your taste preferences. As we near the end of our discussion, I want to emphasize the importance of viewing this approach as part of a comprehensive strategy for healthy aging. While these 3 foods can significantly reduce leg cramps, they're also contributing to your overall health in numerous ways. The calcium in Greek yogurt or kefir supports bone health, which is crucial for preventing fractures as we age. The probiotics support immune function and digestive health. The protein helps maintain muscle mass, which is essential for independence and quality of life. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds supports heart health, helps regulate blood pressure, and may even improve mood and reduce anxiety. It's involved in energy metabolism, so adequate magnesium can help you feel more energetic throughout the day. The potassium in avocados supports cardiovascular health and helps counteract the effects of sodium in the diet. The healthy monounsaturated fats support brain health and may help reduce the risk of cognitive decline. This holistic view helps put leg cramp prevention into perspective. You're not just addressing one isolated problem, you're supporting your overall health and vitality as you age. Now, let's talk about when to seek additional help. While this nutritional approach is effective for most people, there are times when leg cramps might indicate something more serious that needs medical attention. Seek medical evaluation if your leg cramps are accompanied by swelling, skin changes, or changes in skin color in your legs. This could indicate circulation problems that need professional assessment. If cramps are severe enough to cause significant pain that lasts for hours after the initial cramping, or if you're experiencing muscle weakness between cramp episodes, this warrants medical evaluation. If you've been consistent with this nutritional approach for 6 to 8 weeks without any improvement, it's worth discussing with your healthcare provider to rule out other causes. Also, if you develop new symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, or heart palpitations along with your leg cramps, seek immediate medical attention, as these could indicate more serious cardiovascular issues. Remember, this nutritional approach is meant to complement, not replace, appropriate medical care. Most leg cramps in people over 60 are related to the nutritional and lifestyle factors we've discussed, but it's always wise to keep your healthcare provider informed about persistent symptoms. Let me share some final thoughts on maintaining motivation for this approach. Start small and build gradually. You don't have to incorporate all 3 foods perfectly from day 1. Begin with the one that appeals to you most, establish that as a habit, then gradually add the others. Track your progress in ways that matter to you. This might be noting fewer nighttime awakenings, feeling stronger during daily activities, or simply feeling more confident about your leg health. Celebrate these improvements, even if they seem small. Connect with others who are working on similar health goals. Whether it's family members, friends, or online communities, having support and accountability can make a significant difference in long-term success. Remember that slip-ups are normal and don't mean failure. If you miss a few days or fall back into old habits temporarily, simply recommit and start again. Consistency over time is more important than perfection. Focus on how these foods make you feel rather than viewing them as medicine you have to take. When you notice improved energy, better sleep, or stronger legs, it reinforces the positive choices you're making. In conclusion, Leg cramps don't have to be an inevitable part of aging. By incorporating these 3 nutrient-dense, readily available foods into your daily routine, Greek yogurt or kefir for calcium and protein, pumpkin seeds for magnesium, and avocado for potassium and healthy fats, you can address the most common nutritional causes of muscle cramps while supporting your overall health and vitality. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity and sustainability. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're delicious, versatile foods that can easily become part of your regular eating routine. They provide multiple health benefits beyond cramp prevention, making them valuable additions to any healthy aging strategy. Remember to be patient with the process, stay consistent with your intake, maintain good hydration habits, and don't hesitate to seek medical guidance when appropriate. Your legs have carried you through decades of life. They deserve the best nutrition you can provide to keep them strong, comfortable, and cramp-free for years to come. Start today with just one of these foods and begin your journey towards stronger, healthier legs and better sleep. Your future self will thank you for taking this simple but powerful step toward better health and quality of life.